Only the best.
Thank you. Greetings.
Action.
I'm Monique Rogers. I'm going to give you a short story about my kinky hair journey. So I did some research, and I was looking up the heritage of my people, my African ancestors. There were some revelations that I received on my journey, and also I want to talk to you about how that revelation helped me reveal the authentic me in the process. So many years ago, in the 1400s, my African ancestors were known for their elaborate and creative hairstyles. Some of these hairstyles took hours and sometimes days to create. They didn't only represent beauty, but they also represented power. They also represented age in the various tribes across Africa. Their hair was something that was extremely important to them. To cut it off was an actual crime, or it seemed like a crime to them. However, this wouldn't last long. In 1619, the first African slaves arrived in Jamestown, Virginia. Interesting enough, the Europeans did really admire their hair, but they had to do something to strip them of their dignity and their pride. And they did the unthinkable. They shaved the heads of the men and the women. Now, can you imagine being stripped from your home? Not only being stripped from your home, but then taking something that actually means something so powerful and so special to you. Not only that, they didn't have the proper hair care to care for their hair. In their homeland, they had herbs and oils to care for their hair. Here in the United States, they were given bacon grease, butter, and sheep's combs to care for their hair. A lot of them ended up with scalp conditions. Their hair was labeled wool, and that's where the saga began. From then on out, black hair or kinky hair was considered bad hair. Darker skinned people and texture similar to mine was considered nappy. This whole notion of black hair being bad hair just swept through the nation. African American people like myself were brainwashed in believing that this was actually true, that our hair was bad hair. So what did we do? We wanted to fit in, we wanted to be accepted. So we began to straighten our hair using chemicals and things like that. Then comes the year that I was born. My hair was straightened when I was 5 years old. My hair was straight for over 30 years because I too believed that nappy hair or kinky hair was bad hair. And everybody just looked at straight hair or lighter skinned people as being better than. And this went on for many, many years. And I myself, wearing the relaxer, experienced breakage, chemical burns, and even thinning over a period of time. It wasn't until about 2009 when the natural hair movement began is when I decided to make a decision to embrace my authentic natural beauty. I had no idea that our hair could be so beautiful. If you look on page 2, those are some of the styles that the women are rocking today to show you that kinky hair is not bad hair. It's actually beautiful. I went to the salon, I don't remember what day it was, and I got the big chop. When she turned me around to look in the mirror to see my new self, I can't say that I was liberated. I was actually shocked. I was thinking like, oh God, what have I done? Because it wasn't attractive at all. It wasn't cute. I had a TWA, a teeny weeny afro. And I had no idea how to care for my hair. I had no idea how to style it. But I knew I wanted to embrace this new movement, this new freedom. So what I did some research. And I thank God for BET, Black Hair Magazine, and YouTube. And that's when my journey began. I learned how to twist, braid, bantu knot. I learned all the products that I needed to care for my hair, to get it fluffy and bouncy and curly. And that's when I was able to really say, okay, I'm really loving this natural hair thing, and my hair started growing. I didn't experience any breakage, and everyone loved it. It was really giving me that confidence that I really needed, and I'm glad that I did. Along the way, with me embracing my natural beauty, I was able to inspire other women to embrace their natural beauty as well, so they can release that whole mindset of black hair is bad hair. Along my journey, I did a lot of experimenting with a lot of different products, and that's kind of some of the backlash of going natural, is finding that right product. But there was this one product called Miss Jessie's Curls. Has anybody ever heard of Miss Jessie's? There's a young lady, actually there's two young ladies that started this whole organization for this natural hair care line. And I loved it. I experimented with it. It had my curls popping. My hair smelled like a haven of shea butters and vanillas, and I loved it. So I wanted to learn just a little bit more about who these women were. Who were these pioneers behind this natural hair care product that was just shaping the world? I looked a little bit deeper, and they were doing absolutely phenomenal with their hair care products. You can find their products in Walmart, Target, and even in some of the local beauty supply stores here locally. But then I was sad to find out that Kinky Branch, which is one of the founders, committed suicide. And you would look at her life, beautiful black woman, beautiful hair, making money, invented something that just went crazy across the world, and then she commits suicide. That taught me that you never know that what people are going through. To reach out to their loved ones, make sure that they're doing okay, especially those that are having the most fun, especially those that look and appear to be the strongest. Because a lot of times those are the people that are suffering on the inside. Because that's what depression is, it's an inner suffering. This journey really did teach me that it was not only just about hair, but it was also about my well-being and my self-confidence as well. And also to look out for other people and make sure that they're doing okay. So this natural hair journey, finding this kinky curly hair and working it and also inspiring other people, was not only a history lesson, it taught me about really to the core who God called me to be. That when I was born, when he imagined me as a woman, that this is how he saw me. Not with straight hair. I wasn't born with straight hair. So somewhere along the way, something got jacked up. But I was courageous enough to step outside of the box and find my own path. And the only thing that it has to do with is my hair. And that opened up so many different avenues for me in building confidence and helping other people. A long time ago, history was set on how my skin color was going to make a difference in my life, how my hair texture was going to make a difference, how it was going to stop me from being successful because it was deemed unattractive, and I had to learn how to fit in. I said no. I made a decision to say no, not for me, not for my girls, not for my generations, and not for my legacy. So going forward, I encourage you to do the same thing. Find freedom in those things that may be holding you down, that may be keeping you in bondage. Do a little bit of research, do a little bit of digging, and find the truth in it all, and embrace that truth. And then once you embrace that truth, then extend that truth out to the world, as I'm doing today. I hope this encouraged you as it encouraged me, and I just want to say thank you.